How's it going, guys? My name is Jared Ace and welcome back to MoneyMetEish. This is the January monthly review and it's been a rough start to 2022 for the markets. Today we're going to go over the MoneyMetEish EasyEquities portfolio, have a look at each account and see what performed well, what didn't perform so well, and have an overview of the portfolio as a whole. But before we get started, please hit the like button and share this video with at least one person. Also, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Also remember that I am not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, and this is a blank cup. For more information about blank cups and how to collaborate with MoneyMetEish, contact us via email at MoneyMetEish@gmail.com or via any of our social media channels. So, now that we've got all of that out the way, let's have a look at the portfolio. Overall, it has been a pretty gory month. Our portfolio spent most days looking like the set of a cheap slasher movie, maybe Saw 44 or whatever the next number is supposed to be. Firstly, let's have a look at what the damage is, and we try and fix together some sort of assessment. So, let's start, as always, with the US account. The US account is down a massive 20% in the last month. It gives me a ball of lead feeling in the pit of my stomach. It has basically given back all of the gains it made since March 2021. Almost an entire year's worth of growth just in a month. In the last month, however, I have been really happy that I didn't sell out of Lockheed Martin earlier in the year, or last year, when I was considering restructuring the portfolio, because the defense and aerospace company has been the top performer in the account this month, gaining 10.5%, followed by Altria, who chipped in with a very nice 5%. Berkshire Hathaway and Coca-Cola were the only other holdings in the US portfolio at the end of the month that had any sort of gains, and Berkshire's was like 0.09%, but at least it's something. The losers... Who wasn't a loser this month? I mean, we had 5 holdings all drop more than 15% in the last month. The largest drop was Cloudflare, who lost over a third of the company's value in January, dropping by 37.5%, while being very closely chased by our good old friend Jumia, who lost 35%, a further 35%. How much more can Jumia lose? I just... Unlike Jumia, however, Cloudflare is a market leader in their industry, and despite the fact that they aren't profitable yet, they have a vast and growing base of customers, and they operate in an industry which is needed now more than ever. I used the massive drop in prices in the US to buy more shares in Microsoft, doubling our total holding in the company and lowering our average purchase price at the same time. The Microsoft buy is really the only action that was taken in the account over the last month. I haven't sold anything, despite so badly wanting to sell out over a number of holdings, just so that I could lock in some sort of profits. In the end, I decided against doing so, and we'll be looking to add more to a number of holdings as soon as funds become available. Now, let's have a look at the Tsar account. The Tsar account fared much better this month, despite also dropping overall and having a few of its own very, very red days, and would actually have ended the month up roughly 20% if it weren't for the 30% decline in the EC10 crypto basket, which I have been increasing our exposure to and am now sadly regretting that I did that. It leaves me in a strange position since I don't consider the EC10 basket when comparing the holdings in the account, so where the total portfolio is down 6%, but the companies that performed the worst this month are actually up 2%. It's a bit of a strange vibe going on. Anyway, that company that was the loser this month finished 2% up, and that was ShopRite. ShopRite also came out with a very nice trading update this week, where group sales growth grew by 10%. I am fast starting to identify myself as a ShopRite permabull. I love ShopRite. It is possibly my favorite company that we own in the portfolio. I really have a very special place. I love ShopRite, even though it was the loser this month. The winner, despite losing 11% in a single day before gaining it all back pretty quickly, was Purple Group. Purple Group sold off really heavily in a broad JSE sell-off during the week, which had Twitter divided between the "I told you so's" and the hodlers. The fact of the matter is this, right? If you had bought Purple Group at almost any time in the last year, you have bought in at roughly the same PE as you would buy it now. It hasn't changed that much. Using a PE ratio to value Purple Group is like trying to use a fork to eat soup. You'll get somewhere eventually, but really you're just wasting a lot of your own time and energy for very little useful information. There's talk of a rights issue in the future, and we'll need to get some more information on that just so we can make a full decision of what to do. Probably going to keep holding, but need to know whether we're going to buy into it or not. I wasn't able to attend the AGM, and my request for the minutes or a recording was met with a promise that it would be posted on YouTube, and I'm still waiting, so hopefully that comes in the next few days. We'll just have to see. Overall, crypto aside, the JSE has performed well for us this month and now makes up 16% of the total portfolio. I've been playing with the idea of releasing a top 5 stock picks type video since I've seen so many other finance YouTubers do the same thing in the last few days. Let me know if you would be interested in a video like that. Just let me know in the comments below. And now for our final account, the tax-free savings account. This account got annihilated this month. It lost 16% and is basically sitting at 0% gains, so the cash you see is the cash that we put in. That's it. It's given back all of the gains since inception, but I'm not that worried. I'm not worried at all, actually. It is, after all, a very long-term investment, and so given the time horizon and the fact that I can't actually do much else because of the annual limits, all I can do is sit and watch everything in the account burn for a while. My favorite meme lately is the "This is fine" dog. I have decided that "This is fine" dog is my spirit animal for the tax-free savings account. The winner in the portfolio is the Core Shares Global, or the Total World Index, which was only down 9% this month. While the losing Signia Fourth Industrial Revolution, or the cheapskates ARK Invest, as I like to think about it, even though it's actually not that much cheaper than Cathy Woods' really expensive future thing, was down a nauseating 20% this month. We have actually, given our own personal situation, been discussing the relevance and importance of a tax-free savings account for us specifically with our financial advisor. We will maybe do a video on the topic when we have more clarity on the way forward ourselves. But for now, all continues as normal. Just know that it may change in the future, but I will keep you updated. I still think a tax-free savings account for the most people is a brilliant idea, and you should max out your tax-free savings account every year. Just maybe not so helpful for Mrs. Met Eish and I personally right now. Anyway, overall, January was a rough one. The roughest I have endured in my very, very short investing life. We will see what the rest of the year brings, but with the Tsar raising interest rates this week and the Fed basically promising a rates hike in March, I don't expect it to get any easier. In total, we lost 11,000 Rand this month, but not really since we didn't sell anything, but the value of our holdings declined by 11,000 Rand this month. It's still a lot of money. That's 10% of the portfolio, but I'm oddly calm about it. My only concern is really whether the international transfer we did recently will clear in time for me to buy into more of these great companies at depressed prices. Really, I just want more Microsoft. Like, give me Microsoft and ShopRite. I did add more refine this week. I want to actually get the CEO on to MoneyMetEish to have a chat with him. I think that'll be great. Anyway, Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked this video, please remember to hit the like button and comment and subscribe below. Ring the bell to be notified when we upload new videos. We are aiming for a Sunday, Wednesday upload schedule, so you should get 2 videos a week from us at MoneyMetEish. We're also busy putting the final touches on the MoneyMetEish Patreon, so we are almost ready to launch. I'm super excited. Follow MoneyMetEish on Facebook and Instagram and everywhere where MoneyMetEishes are to be updated on more details about the MoneyMetEish Patreon. Or you could also join the MoneyMetEish WhatsApp group, where I send one curated message every weekday morning full of important news, insights, or just something interesting that I found online. Links in the description below. Thanks for watching and good night.